It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't.
Hello there. Good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. Good evening to you from wherever you are joining us this moment. It is brunch time with Maiyegun live. Thank you so much for joining me as usual. Please read beyond the description of read beyond the caption of the broadcast. Please read the description as well. Like it, share it. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell all of them that Maiyegun today. You hear? Maiyegun today. We are going to jail. For 8 years, Bokwari tried it. You no get head, you no get tail. APC, Egbekegbe, has been beaten in their own game. Propaganda can't sway the people. Tribalism is defeated. Religious supremacy is nowhere. People are united by hunger. The criminals believe that making more laws to gag the people or threaten to jail them will form or whip everybody on the line. Share this. Nigeria House of Representatives have rolled out jail terms for all of us abusing public officials, abusing your clerics, pastorpreneurs, pulpit bandits. Share it. Thank you. So good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you. And thanks for joining me. It is brunch time with Maiyegun. And if you can hear me loud and clear, just do like this. Yeah, yesterday, the report from the Nigeria National Assembly is like a witch died yesterday. A witch cried yesterday. And a baby died today. It's just like those who told us, or all of us who kind of told you that it is better not to start what you can't finish. The end bad governance protest in Nigeria, the first 5 days, got the establishment shook. And at the end of the day, it was concluded. And thiefnubu managed to what? To ignore all of you. And people said, if these guys escape and they drop nothing, especially from your demands, Baba, if they come back, they are going to come back with this sort of a brutality and more inhumane treatments. That was just last week. So as they were saying, as they told you that they were drafting or they were looking for dialogue, no, they were drafting bills that will further threaten Nigerians that are becoming more and more, vocal. Propaganda knows to work on you per se anymore. So if hunger could unite you enough that you decided to shut down and you almost chase all of these governors, some of them anyway, out of their comfort zone or secured zones. So these guys were plotting on how to further threaten you and possibly jail a lot of us. The House of Representatives speaker came up with some bills, all of this to checkmate this excessive, according to them, excessive expression of your freedom of expression or freedom of speech. And free speech is God-given right, by the way. Nobody, no law can limit it. Yes, and see, there is no, there's no the fence of a prison. Or law, the smaller the size of the prison, right, that they lock you into, that will shut or end free speech. Free speech is only a threat to the establishment that loves propaganda, loves to drive narratives. So scared that citizens are becoming more vocal. So let's make more laws to stop them from talking. You are calling us thieves. You are calling us this and that. You should go to jail for that. That's exactly what it is now. You should never, in a democracy, like Nigeria democracy, you must never come together and express your displeasure with any government policies, because protest Protest simply means jail term. These guys are clowns. But do you know something? There are voluntary slaves. Let me break that down for you. There are voluntary slaves, okay, that are willing to subject themselves to this kind of a thing. Because according to them, if they were the ones who have the kind of power that these rogues, these criminals who have captured Nigeria, if they were the ones who have such power, man, they would have killed some of us. Yeah. I don't know why this government cannot just arrest this person. I don't know why they cannot just send this one to jail. I don't know why they cannot just kill this one. They wish they had the power. That's how much you should know that these guys are reflection of of their followers too. Voluntary slaves who believes that they will say it boldly, or slaves, they will tell you, they say there is freedom of speech. But freedom after speech is not guaranteed. Slaves quoting their slave masters. And what are the free speech that can get you into trouble in Nigeria? For example, now, if you are a follower of Maiyegun's diary political, you can't take her to real life. So you get like, they call thiefnubu, jaga addict, jaga bandit, sort of, right? You are going to go to jail or shewon in this their new Nigeria. If you call Adeboye pastorpreneur, pulpit bandit, scammer, gbajue, all shewon 5 years 10 years in you, right? If they don't pay your salary, you can't gather yourself, say, solidarity forever. Beshima soli wako kujeniye or kirikiri in this their new law. And whether as I lost 10 or 5 years, if then they raise money, say for example, they are protesting in Nigeria. You can't say, egba £10, take this $5. Baba, 5 years according to these rogues. Right now, instead of you criticizing or abusing them, it's too much. Abusing us. So instead of abusing them, go and pray for them. And if you do not pray for them, you think you can use social media and be talking like this, Maiyegun. All share one you. But these guys are learners. They are learners who fail to learn from history. You cannot keep people poor and expect law and order. It is impossible. Hungry man don't know all this nonsense you are putting together. Yes. To satisfy yourself, to make yourself feel good, right? You go put pen for paper. Everything will be torn apart, all by your own actions. Don't worry. Free speech is God-given speech. Abuses is normal. That is what makes society thick. If I abuse you, abuse me back. But if I abuse you and you quickly run to go and make law to jail me for abusing you, Baba, waiting you they find wahala, you they find Bokwari for 8 years from 2016 after the honeymoon for change expired, and people started asking them to show them the change that they promised them. Since Bokwari had no change to show them, they said people were abusing the government. They called something cyberbullying law. You know, they have a law in Nigeria they call cyberbullying. Do you know the people that are using cyberbullying law? Politicians, people in government. Oh, they are bullying me on social media. They are bullying me. You need to jail them. Jail them. They are abusing me because I spent 500 million naira to buy a car. Oh, look at them. They are abusing me on social media because I spent 19 billion naira to renovate a kitchen. Please, we need law to jail these people, social media bullies. So me as a day now, I am in the category of people where they bully thiefnubu. Imagine that. So they were making law. They say people like us are bullying people in government with the way we criticize them, with the way we attack them. Don't we know that these people are human beings? Don't we know that they have feelings? Why are you so mean to the people in government? This is the point, oh. Are you following? Yeah, people in government are being bullied by the people they are oppressing and looting from. Do you understand? Your words are making them, depressed. They have an emotional breakdown in their 2 billion naira SUV. So you get, they are having this, oh my God, this nightmare because all of you are talking about them spending $1 million on a trip to the United States, wherever. Like, why are you so mean? Is it not just 5 billion yacht? How much is 21 billion naira house? And you are now bullying us. You go do jail, yo. But what you concern RCCG? The will I say they felt like a lot of you have become ardent, critic of Adeboye, Baba Adeboye, who happened to be because of his role in the past, right? When Papa left Daddy, because which one is Daddy again? Because Papa Adeboye always called God is Daddy. So what do you call Daddy? Daddy Gio? I know it can be confusing, okay, but that's it. Don't try to understand, okay? Here is the point. In 2012, 2013, 2014, Daddy did not listen to Daddy or Sky Daddy. Baba led the congregation of RCCG 5 million fold in what was then called protest against bad government, protest against corruption. And guess who was the president then? Sultan. So Papa no hear from in Papa, the Sky Daddy. Okay? He was on the street. And listen, the supporters of Sultan, they also condemned him, abused him, and all of that. But he did it. At least that one is beyond you go to London without a visa or something. Do you get that now? That is a social responsibility, I think, for a man of God to tell truth to his flock by saying, listen, the situation don't pass prayer. Well, I say we're going to kind of tell the people in government to do the right thing, which is okay. So how come it was okay then to lead millions of RCCG members, those who agree, those who no agree, to demand for better country, better government from Sultan? And then you fast forward down. When Sultan finally was gone, RCCG got vice presidential slots. They celebrated it like mad. Don't let anybody pull wool over your eyes. Adeboye is not innocent. Nobody say people just sleep, woke up, they drag Adeboye. No. But it was instrumental to how the jihadists, the ruiners, the destroyers of Nigeria, APC, Egbe, how they emerged to make una not let anybody try to gaslight you. Fast forward to 2015. Pastor Ruga, Ikene Shatabandu, Agbowori Baba Oja, who later became the special advisor to Bokwari on condolences visits, burial arrangements, and trader money. Pastor Ruga, that was their share for their contribution. They can't turn Nigeria upside down. Baba, Adeboye can't speak in tongue. Naira gbera in Jesus' name. Baba, shewa okay. Shewa all right. When Naira day 145 Naira to $1. Baba, everybody day street you. When a liter of petroleum was 87 Naira. Baba, you carry placard. Ogbeni, ewo ni ki Naira gbera. Baba, you better get serious. So some of you are today somehow are not happy whenever Adeboye is dragged. Ko innocent you. Innocent ike. Papa Bokwari became a vegetable in London. That was the origin of a cloned Bokwari now. Papa Bokwari was gone for over 100 days. He was dead in a London hospital. Everybody don't know. Say, oh, make this man resign now. Make this man resign now. Papa Adeboye flew to London to come and give validation and say God is great. You get what? Guess what? Adeboye met Bokwari. Adeboye told all his followers not to listen to people who are wishing Bokwari dead. Bokwari is very strong, very, very sound. A man of God who lied like that, they can't tell you today, say, Berolong kill you, they are very shiri. Ko innocent, oh. And you can anybody gaslight, no let anybody gaslight you. APC, on the RCCG. But I want she political branch, say, RCCG. That is why you will see RCCG member, we no say Bokwari na vegetable. Now you, they go to fight. They go to fight you. They will say you be enemy. Why are you like this? The power of God. Because Babaji don't go see them, tell them, say, Bokwari, they okay. Mentally. Nigeria, they were destroying Nigeria. Destroying Nigeria. Adeboye then to Naira gbera. Oh yeah, gbera. Gbera, oh, gbera. In Jesus' name. For Naira. Naira wakana. Then no people drag them out. Today, $1 is 1,650 Naira. 1,600 Naira to $1. They can't do prayer work. You are thinking you the fool. Who you think you fooling? Towards 2023, Pastor Ruga and Ghana, they thought Pastor Ruga could pull it off. But I want the political branch, RCCG. Adeboye told them to every branch should go and open a political branch so that church members can participate in politics. Pastor Ruga's idea, Adeboye said blessing. But they still, when people come to drag Adeboye today, one thing you should know is that they're not the innocent. And if you see some of their pastors, Yeye, you are talking about bigotry, especially their pastors that are Yorubas. You go think, say, oh, which kind of God these people they worship? I'm telling you real thing. Their investment in APC, is that of South Africa Xenophobia law. Their pastors, they are church this, church that. You need to see and listen to them. Or better still, follow their digital footprints, social media. You'll be like, Pastor Lenny, no. Pastor ni, RCCG ni. So melu. So now they don't make law for them to protect RCCG. Pastor Adeboye and gang, Sultan of Sokoto, all those bedsheet wearing, jihadists from northern Nigeria. Those wearies are one by one. They need protection from all of us. We be saying that digital, we take chastise them. They say we are more dangerous than Boko Haram. We are more dangerous than the Fulani terrorists were more dangerous than the uniformed, repentant terrorists in the Nigerian army and the police. Because when I get phone and internet, they are making laws. Bokwari tried it. Remember that my song, that opening song, say, if you talk, now 500,000 naira, then go charge you. Now Bokwari started it. I don't even know where that one ended now. I have no idea. Don't forget. That before you post on social media, you first have to confirm with Layamo. Remember, social media bill, hate speech law. They say for us calling out Bokwari na hate speech. Now this APC Oluri Brukus promoted it that time. Yes, jail all of them. While the rogues were destroying Nigeria, they said we shouldn't say it. Emefiole na thief. You go do jail, Maiyegun. Last, they arrested Emefiole. They say Emefiole na thief. What is that one? Adisirika na thief. You this Maiyegun hate speech. You go jail. Later. ESC said they don't the parade Adisirika because he stole money as aviation minister. What about Shadia, the minister for disaster and humanitarian poverty management? Shadia, this one a fake Alajoshomo, person we shared 600 billion naira, Baba, in 3 days, and he no use bank, na cash. Hey, this one now Leo. Hey, Maiyegun, you go do jail. You just sit down there. They say nonsense. Why don't you come back to Nigeria? Then after that, Shadia arrested. They say make Shadia go refund 900 billion naira, which she no fee account for, out of over 5 trillion naira she spent in 4 years, Baba. Maiyegun, you go to jail. They are making the same law now. Thieves making law to protect themselves. Criminals, lawbreakers, certificate forgers, drug dealers, money launderers, human traffickers, organ traffickers, terrorist financiers. They are making laws to protect themselves because you can't say all these things. You can't talk like this. Do you have evidence? Papa, evidence they everywhere. These guys are criminals. How do you expect criminals to make laws? To jail free speech, Papa. You know the reason so you can't jail free speech, okay? You can try. And these guys are not learning. So according to them, right? Now I see part of all the nonsense they put together. We'll read them, okay? So here, I think let's see this first. These bills stipulate that anyone found guilty of destroying national symbols, refusing to recite the national anthem and pledge, defacing a place of worship with intent to incite violence, or undermining the federal government, shall face a fine of 5 million or 10 years in jail. But if you know recite national anthem, Nigeria we fade thee. Now that the state capturers are implementing their state capture policy, Nigeria we jail thee. Right? Okay, yes. Meanwhile, it states that anyone who set up an illegal roadblock, performs unauthorized traffic duties, imposes an illegal curfew, or organizes an unlawful procession will be subject to a fine of 2 million naira or 5 years in jail, or both upon conviction. You go jail for 5 years if you protest, block road, say you the protest, you'll go jail. Also, they said it also imposes a fine of 4 million naira or a 2-year prison sentence for anyone convicted of insulting, defaming, embarrassing, or bringing into disrepute the leadership of a community, religion, lawful group, local government, state, or what's the rest one? Anyway, Baba, if you say anything, we make Adeboye vex. You go do jail na 10 years. Any local community leader, anything way you do it make them angry. You know me, if you just say, for example, now, the Oba of my town, Alaye of Odogbolu now, or you know, the Oba of Odogbolu, sure you get it, right? So let's say they just feel like this boy where they talk on social media. Kabiesi, are you comfortable? I mean, we're comfortable. I'm not comfortable. I say, but there is a law. Only say want 10 years. You can send him to 10 years in prison. All you have to say is to come and say that you are not comfortable with Maiyegun and all the things he's doing on social media. Easy. Kabiesi, let's go. They will just have to go and tell police and say, Kabiesi, we're comfortable. Kabiesi is not really, honestly, or Chief Imam is not comfortable. For example, now if Chief Imam feels like what you are doing in his community is not comfortable, that's pretty much it. Doesn't, you know, the intent is what that matters. Say, okay, are you comfortable, Kabiesi? Kabiesi, 10 years, yeah. You heard him. You made a whole Kabiesi uncomfortable. Meanwhile, Kabiesi is part of the system, remember, Abi? How dare you make a whole appointee or a minister uncomfortable? So a minister will just sit back and pick up his phone or her phone and be looking at those people who are making her or him uncomfortable on social media. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. Baba, they would have to build a lot of jail. Remember that. Here is another one. Okay. Yeah. Where is that one? It said, the proposed legislation and 10 of the proposed legislation further state that any person who engages in activities that foster mutual suspicion, mistrust, or intolerance, leading to conflicts and violence that threatens Nigeria's corporate existence, peace, and security, commit an offense and is liable to a fine of 5 million naira or 10-year jail term. Let's say you start a rumor. For example, the Igbos are coming to take our land. So you see, Ronuku, and you go ma share one. Sorry if you don't understand Yoruba. If we have any Ronuku watching right now, Ronunazi, you know, as in, they're not really kind of, I don't know. Because if you say Igbo must go, for example, I want 10 years, or you say Yoruba must go. Now it's the same thing, Abi. I don't know, I think so. Well, let's see. Say a person who forcefully takes over any place of worship, town hall, school, premises, public. What is this? Now only the Boko Haram they do this one now. Now Fulani terrorists they do anyway. Say anyone that takes private place, arena, or a similar place through duress, undue influence, subterfuge, or other similar activities, commit an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 5 million or imprisonment of 10 years. Now them, they force people out of their homes. Abi, they are the ones who have rendered people, homeless, and then they are now refugees in their own country. Yeah. Okay. You know that one is not true, right? Like they are not going to jail them. Do you think they're going to jail them now? No, it's just an extra to make it look like no be only you that they target. Wait for it. A person who professes loyalty, pledges or agrees to belong to an organization that disregards the sovereignty of Nigeria, you hear? Commit an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 3 million or imprisonment for the term of 4 years. Okay. Now, all of you, we talk say you are Biafrans. If they follow, your own are 4 years. All of you that are also saying Yoruba Nation, people like me, okay, if I belong to an organization that is, promoting agitation, so that means 4 years and 3 million. Okay. So how come I share? What is it to me? I don't get to share now. to the criminals destroying Nigeria, dividing Nigeria, right? They call me bully. So I bully them. They say I am bullying them, which is not true, by the way, okay? So they're making laws for people like us who they believe are bullying them. So I go jail for 10 years for making them uncomfortable. I will go jail for making my community leader uncomfortable or religious leader, anybody. I want 20 years. I want 20 years. Then this last one, where I can say, I support the breakup of Nigeria. So therefore, we want a referendum to do that. So they won't give me a referendum. They'll give me 4 years, J. Oh, the 24 years, baba. Oh, more. I mean, calculate jail time me. So you don't need to threaten me with their jail anymore. I don't, you know, we got to pennies, penny. Now everybody they won't put for jail, all because of the failing. I mean, all because of these failing criminals who are not ready to take responsibility for their failure. And one of in law, you 24. If you calculate your own, no. So far so good. 24 ni todo temi. But continue. Here is another one. They now said a person who receives financial or political support from a foreign organization, group, or country that is not compatible with the interest, development, security, and progress of Nigeria commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine of 15 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 20 years. So let's say, you know, the last time that we raised money to support the victims of the state persecution of Boko Haram's government, Igboho and Co., right? That action of ours, all of you were donated, and even me, we collected the donation and distributed it. About 20 years in here. Should we me 44, ben? 44 years. About, hey, okay. 44 years that you donate money towards any group that she shall get, Abby. But you're not, you know, say these criminals. Now, them, they built their own jail term. Like, how many years then go end up in jail when this whole establishment collapse? That's the way I'm seeing it about, because people will kill over 80,000 people, and they are still killing, displaced over 10 million people, women, children. They don't even say they go give them 10 years jail. Once they put their hand on the Quran and say, I lied to lie, I'm not going to do them again. They say he has repented. His sins are forgiven. Well, look at me. I don't see 44. We'll finish up. They say sections 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, and 20 of the bill stipulates that any individual, group, or organization involved in activities that undermine national security, disrupt community harmony, disturb peaceful coexistence, or impede law and order will be deemed to have committed an offense upon conviction. The penalty is a fine of 3 million or imprisonment of 5 years or both. Okay, a bill further reads, a person, group, or organization that persistently disregards, disobeys, or disrespects constituted authority, rules, regulations, order, or contravenes the law willfully, commits an offense and is liable on conviction to 3 years imprisonment at first instance and 7 years for a subsequent offense. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Nigeria is divided today because of these Olori Buruku politicians and their ethnic, tribal, and religious sort of a divisive politics. Okay? Then they go back to make laws in their mind that they are all above. Here was Oshiomole just yesterday. I mean, referring that somebody who is from Edo State running to be a governor, but because he doesn't speak the language, therefore, is not qualified to represent them. Sort of language that politicians push to say you are not the full-blooded son of the soil. These are not manufactured by people. These are the tools that criminal APC, Egbekegbe, have come to institutionalize, divisive, and all that. But they are inciting people. But they are above the law, their own law.
They go carry one Ose Aneni. Aneni is our late father. May his soul continue to rest in peace. But they brought one of his children. And he said his mother is Igbo. He is from Uromi. Is it not the title to contest? He didn't know the difference between eligibility to contest an election and being electable. You are eligible bachelor, but you can't get wife to marry. Eligibility is different. And in the case of this boy, Ose, he contested for primaries in Uromi, where our late chief, Anthony Aneni of blessed memory, his own father, the people of Uromi refused him because he cannot communicate with them. They rejected him. They dumped him. And he says he's the director of strategy. You are director of strategy. You could not strategize for yourself. Haba, come on. Adeboye.
You get that? Oh, his mother is Igbo. His father is from Uromi. But you cannot communicate with them and you want to represent them. Then they will now jump and blame another people of spreading divisive, tribal, or other people being tribal. It is APC way. That's how they talk. That's how they deal with people. It is about looking at you through their tribal, ethnic lenses. They incite the people, divide the people, and then they go about and blame you for what they are doing. And to cover it up, they want to make laws to jail people like that. Oshiomole should not be on his way to a Benin prison. I don't know if that's a prison. What's that popular prison in Benin? The one that looks like a Kirikiri or Kuje. You know, they are popular like that. You get Osuleja. He should be on his way to one of them, and everybody agreeing with him in that gathering, because that's what they do. This is how tribalism become institutionalized in Nigeria. Politicians are the ones, they will push it in the name of campaign, in the name of politics. When they gain power, they also treat people that way too. Uromi people, no vote for me. Ojo people, they no support me. Now so you people, Ojo people, they do. Una know they support Benin. Una know they support Egypt. You know, that kind of thing. And you begin to say, oh, not true. Oh, maybe Takpa people hate us concept. They hate us. They hate us. They know they support us. That's what they do. They spread this hatred. Yeah? They institutionalize them and then turn around and say, this country is still divided. Oko prison. You're not supposed to go Oko prison and call him back in 2034, 10 years after. I mean, he is inciting people. They did it in Lagos. They say GRV no speak Yoruba. How can somebody that cannot speak Yoruba represent Yoruba state? They didn't know what they are doing. You think they did know what they are doing? Of course, they do know what they are doing. It is the tribalism being spread because it keeps people divided. It keeps them shouting at themselves. Hey, you, shut up. Where's your papa? Where's your mama? Kayo, you this one. Look at you. You look like, see this one, sir. He cannot even talk. See, you are not, you are busy with all of that. You're not bothered about your children's education. The policies that these guys are putting together for your children's education. You don't even have a clue. What is their policy on your health care, your safety, the economy generally? You've dissipated so much energy in the narrative they've pushed, and then they stay away and watch you tear yourselves apart. I'm not preaching unity because, listen, I don't be unity beggar. I'm just kind of giving you the picture of what these guys does and how you, the enablers, have been unconsciously or subconsciously have been helping them. But they are the ones who are talking about national unity, national progress. How can you have national unity and progress when you guys are united in looting? Then you are making laws to keep people away. You think laws will protect you from them. Go and send them to jail. If you talk anyhow, go to jail. Let's say if I know if you sing national anthem, I go jail. Papa, I go jail because I know if you sing Nigeria, we AD, we plenty, including these guys. That wasn't a funeral. That was the Nigeria Nigeria's new old anthem. Don't ask me to explain. Just, okay? And because of that thing, now 10 years, I decided not to sing it, which I would never sing it, except for fun like this. Because, listen, how many of you can tell me you heard all that? Those are Nigerian police officers, by the way. That tells you all you need to know, okay? Nigerian police officers will go arrest me. I won't take no say, I don't know the anthem. If I stay there, I say, Nigeria, we hate it, and our children oppressed. So, some person oppress our unity, I beg. Nigeria, we hate it to come and Should that policeman go arrest me? Those ones, and they say you are singing rubbish. Even call you no sabian. So we plenty we go jail. If I ask the EFCC, I say, EFCC chairman, come here. It's been about 3 months now, Alaye. You told us that if you do not see Yeye Bello go to jail, you will resign. Now, that is going to be called cyberbullying. I'm that they bully the chairman of EFCC. Why are you asking that kind of question? Somebody who asks this, once the appeal passed, after this program, she could just tell her family, I'll see you in 2034. And they go jail quick. For 10 years.
As Yaya Bello is concerned, he remains wanted. And until we are able to bring him to justice, he will remain in that status. It is not that the EFCC is not as if is somewhere and we cannot. No. You know, it's a standard practice across the world. There are suspects that will evade arrest. There are suspects that will go underground. There are suspects that will just make themselves, you know, unreachable by enemies.
Okay.
So the last resort for any.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Yeye. Let me come back again. Does the EFCC not know the whereabouts of Yahya Bello? Do you not know where he is? Or are you unable to arrest him? Is he being protected? What exactly is the case? Because Nigerians are curious.
I just told you now. He's been declared wanted.
Okay.
And that very fact answers whatever question that you may have. As long as we have not arrested him, he remains wanted. I will not tell you what is being done to ensure that he's brought to justice. So let's just wait.
So when you say he's wanted, it means that you're looking for him. He needs to come and, you know, answer to the EFCC. But if you were able to get a Rochas Okorocha from his house, why can't you go get him?
I just said it that Yaya Bello remains wanted. You see, let me tell you, we as
nuisance lele.
Once somebody starts saying, you see, let me tell you something. You see, let me tell you, over parofweni. But that's why you are talking. Just say it. Only let me tell you. I'm not holding you. Say it. Is it that you don't know where he is? Or you just can't go and get him? Or which one? He's been declared wanted. That is the standard practice worldwide. As if to say they are talking to idiots. And once you say, Alaye, you the mad, are they share the EFCC? I say, hell yeah, arrest him. We know that this is your question before. It's not because you wanted to see Yeye Bello arrested. It's just because you wanted to insult us. How dare you insult the chairman of EFCC? Talking about fooling. Remember when the Ronukus, when they were begging the South Africans, the xenophobic South Africans, that the people that they should focus on should be the Igbos and leave the Yorubas out of it. Now, there is something in South Africa called Dudula. Dudula, or I don't know how they pronounce it. It's spelled as a Dudula movement. Baba, you see these guys, they are those who, they are like South Africans in the poorest part of South Africa. Because normal, right? The black South Africans are considered to be the poorest Africans. Unfortunately, their white economy covered the top, okay? But yes, you remember when the Ronukus were telling the South Africans that on this Shidimasa issue, that they should focus on Igbos. The Igbos are the ones doing this, they are the ones doing that, right? Now, you see, in South Africa, right, like I said, they have this Dudula movement. This is like a vigilante group where all these South Africans come together, okay? And they form a vigilante that goes after foreigners, not just Nigerians, okay? Foreigners generally, whether it is Pakistanis, Indians, and all of them, just go after them. And according to them, they blame foreigners, okay, for, as usual. They blame some Africans for drug dealing, fraud, this or that. They blame other foreigners for trying to monopolize their corner shop. Baba, corner shop. I'm still going somewhere with this, but I'm just giving you this background, okay? Corner shop. They have a name for it in South Africa. The same corner shop that you have in Nigeria where you have a malam. That's this corner shop next to a building or this, right? Selling all the basic things like milk, sugar, toiletries, and stuffs like that, right? But South Africans are mad that some Pakistanis, some other foreigners, Nigerians, and others, they are opening this. They have a name for it. See, if you are watching me from South Africa, tell me, what is the name you call your corner shops in South Africa? Please. Posa or something. I can't remember. Right? So you see this Dudula, if they feel like foreigners are today, they want to go after all foreigners who are living in their houses there. They will begin to go from house to house. Okay? Whether you are legit or you are not legit, they don't give a damn. So they will come for you. They will drag you out of your house. They will loot your properties. Then they will drag you out. You will be lucky if they don't kill you. But you see, the Dudula guys will arrest you and keep you until the government is ready to deport you. So it's like a vigilante way of making these poorest, impoverished, disadvantaged, marginalized black South Africans. So they are their police. Okay? So they are the type that once they come to a community and they are coming for foreigners' shops, by your shop, people where they sell to, they are mad. That why is it you? That you are the one selling them milk, sugar, and all of that. How come South Africans who are selling those things, how come they are not being patronized more? Sort of like the reason why people are not patronizing South Africans who are selling this same thing, right? Was because of you foreigners. You come here, you take over everywhere. You pretend then they are the one. Or you do drug. No. It's pretty much like this economic imbalance, right? No, they have a local name for it in areas like Soweto. I'm not saying talk shop. Somebody said, talk shops. No, we call it corner shops in the UK. They call it corner shop in South Africa too, but they have a local name for it. If you go to Soweto, if you go to all these, shanties like areas, right? Anyway, in those areas, you have Nigerians, you have other foreigners, as they call them, doing businesses there. So whenever there is going to be a Dudula day going after these businesses, the South African businesses in that same line, they will be shot, untouched. And the looting, the destruction, including the killings, will be unleashed on any foreigner inside. These are shops that are in the community. You know them. This guy is a Nigerian. That one is this or that. Abi? But I have told this Ronuku, I did say it to the Ronukus that, listen, you can continue to do your tribal bigotry or ethnic championships in Nigeria. Okay? But here is something. Outside Nigeria, nobody cares whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, from the east, from the west, from this or that. Nobody really cares. Maybe only few. They don't really care per se. Except when you begin to explain yourself. I am from this, I am from that. But that's not the point. To them, you are a Nigerian. And if they have this animosity towards Nigerian, it doesn't matter if you have not done anything. Not done anything wrong to anybody. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to share in the hatred that God knows other countries are for Nigerians. But if I now begin to say, oh, now the Yorubas, they cause them. Now the Igbos, they cause them. Now the Fulanis, they cause them. I'm just making a fool of myself. It's like making fool of yourself in public. These guys don't even care who is who. Their animosity is towards foreigners. Nigerians, they hate them with passion. Great. So why are you trying to placate them? When they go for the foreigners, they don't look and say, are you Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba? No, I am Igbo. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm Yoruba. Yeah, grab him. No. They're coming for you. These are people who are ordinarily jealous. The fact that, how dare you come around and just, they say you are lording it over them. But these guys are warning property owners. Property owners, these 4%ers. They are warning property owners not to give their properties to foreigners. They say the problem is not all these people that are selling all these things to our people. The problem is, the people who are giving them the property. So this is how deep it is. So, and then the 10 one day, 10 one ball. Adeyinka grandiose. had to make a video and say, you told them to attack, face the Igbos. They can't realize, say, these guys don't get Igbo or Yoruba sort of Google lens to watch you. Everybody go collect it. So you can't yet see they don't burn Yoruba properties in South Africa. Alaye go make video. Have you seen this?
Let me use this opportunity to speak to the people of South Africa. During the course of my interview, I was made to know.
See, Ronu and xenophobic South Africa, Ronu SA and Ronu Eko. So they are communicating. So Ronu of Nigeria is speaking directly to the Ronu of South Africa, still foolishly repeating the same rhetoric that the same rhetoric that his own supporters they were pushing in the private chat of the South Africans. Face the Igbos, all of them. I mean, chase them out of your country. They can't say more. They don't burn Yoruba and everybody's properties. So Ronu one advice, Ronu Nigeria one advice, Ronu Southie.
Let me use this opportunity to speak to the people of South Africa. During the course of my interview, I was made to know that South Africa is where they watch my video the most in Africa. They don't even watch my video in Nigeria because majority of people don't have data. But those of you in South Africa, you're watching me, and I've been told that I am like a hero in South Africa. There has been 2 videos that I've watched about Yoruba being attacked in South Africa. Yoruba don't do crimes. We don't do crime in your country. It is the Igbo who are involved in criminal activities in your country. And for a large extent, we have been able to expose to you that there's a huge difference between the Yoruba and Igbo. In South Africa, the Zulu is different from Sesosa. You have the Zulu is different from Afrikaner. You have the differences. That is the same way we have the differences in Nigeria. The Yoruba are the owner of Lagos, not the Igbo. Because another thing that we've been told that is that Igbo in South Africa, they claim that they are from Lagos. They are not from Lagos. So those of you in South Africa, I don't know if you can get to watch me via Instagram. You've been watching a lot of my YouTube videos. But we want to say to you, stop your attack on Yoruba citizens in South Africa. Stop your attacks on Yoruba citizens. You make a lot of wealth from Yoruba space. Any further attack on Yoruba citizens in South Africa, we will take this to your own citizen on the street of Lagos. The Igbo cannot do anything to you. They don't have human capital. They are committing crimes all over the world. So whatever you do to the Igbo in South Africa, it is legitimate because they are constituting nuisance.
Nuisance, Lele.
The other day, he was begging thiefnubu to come and rescue him. That they want to kill me. Please come and deport me to Nigeria. We're to a ticket koloba thiefnubu. 4 years ni were philosophy. But you know, once a bigot, you are always going to be a bigot. They know they get sense like that. South Africa. I know I am like a hero to you in South Africa. Tamo weary. Tamo weary. That is also like a mental health problem. It's like a mental disorder. You know, they have a name for it. What do you call it again? Personality disorder. Where you kind of see yourself so important that you are so blind at the same time. I am like a hero to you in South Africa. So let me tell you something. Like you have the Zulu and you have this, the Igbos are the South Africans are dealing with Nigerians and other foreigners in their country. It doesn't matter what they are involved in or not. To the point that South Africa can't they teach these Ronukus that they can't they post pictures of the news of the drug dealers in South Africa who are what? Yorubas, who are what? Igbos, who are what? From most part of Nigeria. They are Nigerians dealing in what there, right? They started sharing, said, no, be only you. But there are other Nigerians that are contributing greatly to South Africa. Maybe most of them who don't even live in these areas. Some of them will watch and be like, oh, Maiyegun, all this nonsense now, this Shanty area that they do have jare. And no bond them, make them come closer to so and so. Baba, you know, no say there are areas in South Africa. You won't believe this. So South Africans, then they need permission to go there. It's like they need visa. South Africans, it's like they need visa to go to a place in their own country. They don't bond them well. You're mad. You want to enter that area, you carry ID card and a permission, an approved kind of clearance. I don't know the name. See, if you're watching me from South Africa, tell me that name again. Sona, Abinak Sona or something. They don't bond them well. Make them go there. So there are people who live in this area. So you know what some Nigerians are saying? They say that they're mad. Because most of the things that these black South Africans who are jealous and angry at Nigerians for is because Nigerians with this South Africa, like correct, then they mingle with their own lords. You get what I mean? Like the white people will be their masters, right? Now then these Nigerians, they mingle with, they run things with, right, in the country. And for real, they believe that everyone who is not a black, South African, and so wealthy in South Africa is involved in a crime. It must be crime. It may not even have papers. But you be South African. That means you don't even need any paper to be successful in your country. How come they don't make you successful in your country? And you are so concerned about people who say they don't get papers or they get papers coming into your country, and you are concerned about whether they have papers or not. You will be South African. You are living in poverty, blaming other people that are not responsible for your own, your poverty. That's the same thing with the Ronukus. They know they get sense. When they support horrible government, they forgot that they are also going to exist in that same, society created by these incompetent criminals. They don't think that way. Ronukus just believe that we are Lagos. The way is not even from the Inca Grandiot, is not from Lagos. So it's originally from somewhere, maybe in Okitipupa, place where they say they don't get electricity. Now they ain't come from. And majority of them like that, who are like Ronukus, hateful, irrelevant few, right? When you look at them, they are mostly from some of these underdeveloped backwater states in Yoruba land. They don't mention their states. So they jump into that Lagos. Lagos. Igbos are buying land in Lagos. There's no get money to buy any land in Lagos in the first place because they are not from Lagos. The ones where we say them be from Lagos don't sell their land. And the ones who have no penny to pay for any land from elsewhere, right? Swimming in that river of their tribal bigotry. We no had any value to anybody. Our people are left in abject poverty. But the hate is what they are feeding on. Is the hatred is what these guys are living off. So you can say be hero for South Africa. Going into South Africa, meet your hero. The Inca Grandiots. He approved that they should attack all business that are not Yorubas. Can you even imagine that? The same thing is said to the Ronukus, the latrine dwellers, the sewage dwellers, right? That are scattered all over the place, okay? The same thing he told them that got him 4 years in jail. I just about was it last month? He made a video. They want to kill me because I am fighting for Yoruba. I am fighting for the Igbos are plotting with the MI6 to kill me. I am appealing to President thiefnubu. Please take me to Nigeria before these people kill me. Yeye don't get appointment from Ondo State Governor. Yinka, Ojalo appointment. Nigeria, it go pay you well. Or better still, you need a mental check. That's exactly what it is like for the Ronukus. They are hating the wrong people. That's the point. You are hating wrong people. The people that are anti-Yoruba, the people that deliberately kept our people inside Nigeria to be punished with this level of poverty. They are your APC, Egbekegbe leaders. You've seen them. So they should be the one you should be hating. All right? They go about and be like, because as for South Africans, who have their hands and their eyes on the businesses of the Nigerians and others, you need to ask, What did people do to them? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Chidinma said Chidinma is South African, never identified as a Nigerian. She wanted to be a South African, right? Then they came for her so hard, enough that the Ronuku started defending this, supporting the South African, because according to them, the Chidinma in that name makes her Igbo. And since she's Igbo, it suits their narrative to say, now so that they do. They will come to a place and they would want to take it over. Meanwhile, she was born a South African. Come on. Right? Okay. They were not satisfied. They forgot the additional in the name. That's how blind they are. That's how blind hatred can make you. You will be so blind. So blind. That you won't even see the additional. Now, this is between South Africans and themselves. That to the point that the South Africans are already planning to loot shops, Nigerian shops, and further foreigners who are not even Nigerians, loot their shops in anger if Chidinma additional becomes their Miss South Africa. They were putting it on social media. Ronukus went there and said, yes, do it. Because according to them, now the Igbos, they do business in these places. Oh, they can't realize that, there are Yorubas here too. Wait. Wait. South Africans, wait. Don't burn every shop. Don't destroy all the businesses, okay? See, please ask them and ask if they are Igbo or Yoruba first before you burn the shop or loot the shop, okay? We have Yorubas. We are not against you. We are not contesting with South Africa. We obey come on, the same Olori Brukus. They actually reached out to me that I should help them tell all of you about Yoruba Party UK in Lusham, remember? Yeah, Yoruba Party. I was like, oh, that's great. So you've been signed up. So you've been registered as a political party in the UK, and it's called Yoruba Party. They were the bigots that are talking about people trying to dominate. They want to dominate. They want to take over things. They always want to. Baba, they said that it was okay in the UK because, UK is a break up Nigeria, save yourselves, and then you can now go make that law that surrounds your bigotry. You can even become xenophobic South Africans, like xenophobic South Africans. But one thing you have to know is that the xenophobic South Africans are not fighting to preserve anything in South Africa. No. They are fighting, right? In their warped minds, they are fighting to protect the peanuts left for them by their slave masters, the European whites, that controls over 74% of their land, over 80% of the wealth of South Africa, controlled by them. Now, that little one they left for them is what they believe some of you foreigners are coming to take, by opening shops that they can't open, by starting businesses that they can't start. Again, So Ronuku in Lagos is also angry that he can't start any business successfully. He can't look for a job or find any successfully. The criminals who told him to hate other people are not creating jobs for them. They are actually making more business and more money from the people they told them to hate on, right? So Ronukus are poor. The xenophobic South Africans are the wretched or the poorest of Africa, no doubt. Now you can see the collaboration. So if you want to be a xenophobic Yoruba, it simply means you are living a wretched life. You are not preserving anything. You are trying to safeguard whatever crumb that you are hoping to get from the land of your own forebearers. Supposedly, the land where your wealth is so buried. You cannot use the wealth for yourself. Other people are using them, giving you crumbs to go and hate on those who have done you nothing. So yeah, you will be the wretched. I'm not saying there won't be Ronukus in Yoruba nation. When Yoruba finally has their own, when we finally have our own sovereignty and independence, okay, there will be Ronukus, and that will be for those who choose to be. And I think they will be insignificant, not like these murderous South Africans. The Ronukus of Yoruba land will be the product of the failed system that we are trying to kind of cleanse, the one that want to keep us enslaved this way, right? So the Ronukus of Yoruba land, right? They will be like mutants that we will do our best, as the year rolls by, we'll do our best to kind of end the generation of Ronukus in Yoruba land. But first thing first, right? As a Ronuku listening or watching me right now, listen, we might be on the same side, okay? If you feel like Yoruba land for the Yorubas, that simply means you have to support the idea of a breaking up of Nigeria. And I'm not saying that the breakup that you have put on a suspension for now, since thiefnubu Kolu is the president. I'm not talking about the one that you have put on hold until 2027, maybe 2031. The moment you no longer have that, your mirage deluded power that you think you do have, right? So once you don't have that anymore, what's going to happen? 2031, Abi, because that's the longest. 2031, you begin Yoruba no. Yeah.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. The title of this clip is Tinubu's 2027 Political Ambition. From Wike's open assertion, it is clear that Tinubu is eyeing 2027 position as the president of Nigeria. Tinubu said, after all, in 2027, they are just waiting for swearing-in ceremony. Nobody can beat Tinubu. Many other political miscreants, political jobbers, and hangers-on have been making such a reckless statement. For Tinubu, who has failed woefully currently, and is likely going to continue failing until when God decides when to stop him, it is hallucinatory for him to start thinking, or people around him to start thinking of 2027 success. Thinking of that is an indication that we require some psychiatric intervention immediately. We require some psychiatrists and psychologists and some anthropologists to give us a real definition of such minds, of such people, of such psyches, of such characters and personalities who are thinking of 2027 in the face of monumental failure, on the face of scandalous failure, on the face of unforgiven failure, on the face of failure that qualifies for the Guinness Book of Record. 2027 is a year of defining Nigeria, whether to remain or to disintegrate, especially when people who are desperate for political power to continue milking us are already planning ahead. Hello.
I'm highly disappointed of Nigerian government because the Nigerian government were highly disappointed in them due to foreseen circumstances. Definitely, I'm one of those people are proving people should die in coronavirus is more better than people should die in hungers. Hunger kills more than coronavirus because some people are less privileged. Due to foreseen circumstances that I said it, some people are less privileged, which they are based on daily pay, which are not even based on salaries. But our government thinks that the lockdown is the best solution to coronavirus, and proving it to an extent and to the levels of alacrity that if someone die in coronavirus, it's more efficient to die in hunger, because some people will be at indoor. There's no a way to make our own life.
You get yeah. It is it is like a self-destruct button, like I said before, and then we'll see how long it's gonna probably take them, if you put it that way. How long is it gonna take them to push this and push this and push this until they push it, they can't push it anymore. Or people actually push back. Thank you, Jared. Somebody already gave me the names. Orenia, Clemfontaine, and then Eureka. In South Africa, these areas, Baba, them born you well. You say, I'm a South African. If you go there, they will kill you. They have their own police. They have their own currency. They have their own everything. But inside South Africa, have you heard about them? Okay, now you are hearing about them. It be like me, you claim to be Nigerian. All right? And then they have this. Oh, you already have that. It's just not like their own. You already have ungoverned area in Nigeria controlled by the Fulani terrorists and Boko Haram. You know that, right? You do. The only difference is that this is like area in South Africa, inside South Africa, okay? That is not part of South Africa ruling central government per se. Okay, they have their own money. They have their own police. They have their own army, guards. Okay, they build their own city inside that place, and they no burn any black South African to waka anyhow. They all Akpabiole, they could shoot them. And that is the kind of what they are already creating in even in Lagos. Have you heard about Lekki Free Trade Zone? Have you? Oh. Ronukus are going to end up like that, even if they have to say they don't want to be. That is why we are talking about a referendum, okay? If the Lagos says they don't want to be part of Yoruba Nation, they can be their own colony like they were during the colonial time. Yeah, they can be there. And if you have the Ronukus there, they will leave them at the shanty they have built, right? And you see all those ones they are now building, all those lands that the Indians, the Lebanese, the Chinese, and the rest of them, including Dangotes of this world, the lands they've claimed there, hundreds of thousands of hectares of land that they have claimed from sea, claimed from everywhere. They are going to have, they already built their own seaport in that place. They are already planning to build their own airport, leave Ikeja airport for all of you. Are you aware of that? They are already building that thing there. They are already building an apartheid Lagos for you, in case if you are not paying attention already. I'm saying it to you. It's already happening in South Africa. It's already there in South Africa. So at the end of the day, the other mainland is just for them to collect whatever they can collect from you, the shops, the businesses, and the rest. But, you know, they don't have to live there anymore. Yeah, Eco Atlantic City. Yeah, you're going to call it Eco Atlantic City. Eco this, Eco that. Or they will give it a name. Ashara. Al-Muftaz. Say, oh, are you going to Al-Muftaz? They say, where is Al-Muftaz? This is a new city. Is that Lagos? No, it's not really Lagos. It's a new place. They have their own money. You see, they'll tell you if you go to this place, now only dollars and they spend. American dollars. No Naira, no nothing. And you are not allowed to cross. They have their border control. You will see it. Go and read about it. That's what will be the end of you, Ronukus. Because the criminals who are kind of, that are using you to hate on yourselves, hate on your own people, hate on your land, okay? They have no plan for you. They don't give a damn about you. That's the truth. And you can prove me wrong. Anyway, I want to open the line this afternoon early enough, okay? So so that we can have maybe like an hour chat, and I can have an early break, and I can join us later as well, right? So let me have this. And meanwhile, see, to those of us who have signed up to the Yoruba Union.org as members, I understand the dilemma some people are facing, okay? For example, our means of verifying everybody that joins and be part of the union is the fact that you can set up any name, you can set up any email and all of that stuff. You can make all those things up. We believe that you can make up your own bank details and information. So we would have to verify you through one single means that can show us who you are, okay, before you are admitted into the union as a member. and then we can easily know who we are dealing with. Okay. So far, so good. We have nearly 40 people, 40 members of the union who have signed up. So great. But we have more than that. We have like over 100 people who have signed up, but somehow they have not been, they are unable to see other members. Listen, you can't see other members if you are not a paying members of the union. That's the purpose, right? All you have to do is that when you set up, just put it at $1 or £1. That's the minimum. Set that up and you will be verified. Now, to those of you who are from, I've received a lot of emails from Nigeria, from Yoruba land, those who signed up and said their banks won't let them set up their own direct debit as members, and therefore they can't verify their membership. Yes, you can. Here is something. We are aware of, the Central Bank of Nigeria's monetary sort of policy that cuts down the usage of your bank card for international kind of, I don't know, right? So we are figuring that out, and we are exempting all our members who joins from Yoruba land, right? We are exempting them from being verified by their bank card. So we are developing another means of you being verified before you become a real member that can see other members. So we are so interested in data protection that we do not want to expose our members just to random people that can just sign up and join us. So that's why you may sign up. There is a follow-up email in your inbox. Go check that out. You can still use that to verify yourself and still be a member. So in the last 3 or 4 days, we've had more than 200 people, but only few of us have been able to verify ourselves, and I understand. So if you are joining us from Nigeria by any means, right, check your email, follow the instruction, confirm your email and all your contact that way, right? Then we will figure out how to allow you to be able to contact and see other members. For now, we are protecting those who have been verified. But here is how, to those who are still trying to join us. Yeah.
There are 2 steps to successfully sign up into the YorubaUnion.org website. Once you get on the landing page, you click on Join Now. Once you click on Join Now, you select your choice. For example, I click on my own editable choice, click on Select, I choose my price. If I decide to leave it as £1 or £10, the minimum amount is 10. Let's say I select £5, and then I choose my username. Once I click on Submit and check, I would receive 2 emails on my email. Now let's go to my email address. In my inbox, the first email you receive from Yoruba Union should look like this. It tells you, thank you for joining the Yoruba Union community. You will receive an email shortly. Please follow the steps. Click on the bold text to verify your email. So after receiving this first email to confirm that your registration was successful, then you will receive a second email. So it's 2 emails back to back. So I'm going to go to the second email that was received, and this is the second email. It states here, important, you must follow this link to confirm your email address before your membership is fully activated. So you have to click on this link, whether you're doing it on your computer or your mobile device. Click on this link or copy the link and paste it in a new browser. That's the only way that your membership will be fully verified. Otherwise, what would happen is you would still have access to the website if you don't follow this link, but you wouldn't have access to many features on the website. It'll give you error messages like you are restricted. So I hope this really helps in registering, in logging you into the YorubaUnion.org website. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. Now I am going to open the line, but we're going to go on a short break first. Listen, if you have to get on with, you know, your own work this morning, if it's an early morning for you, or if you have to go back to work now like that, right? Of course you can. Just make sure you like the broadcast before you leave. But if you do have one or two things to add to this chat, the line is going to be opened in a minute or two, and you can join us. I'll be back, right? Thank you very much. Also, I have an announcement to make. Many thanks to those who have procured their own tickets. The ticket to attend the Yoruba Union Summit. Next week, man, we're having the Yoruba Union Summit in Glasgow next week. And I have advised that if you are coming, especially if you're coming from within the UK, it is easier. Or even if you're coming from outside the UK, okay? We have people coming from outside the UK, right? So if you're coming from outside the UK, just remember, right? If you are looking for an hotel to stay, see, our hotels are not really, really expensive, okay? You get to see amazing hotel. The place is not far from the city center, but you need to use the postcode. The postcode of the venue. Use that, hotels that are just like 10, 15 minutes walk or 5 minutes walk from the venue in an area called Royston. And I'm looking forward to seeing you there. The ticket is right there in the comment as well. Last night, we got a few people who picked up their own ticket and booked their place. You can do same. Here is my first caller. Are you still there? Hello. Baba.
Number one, mo ti send àwọn picture àtàwọn video Orania sí báwọn òyìnbó ṣe ń sọ fún wọn pé tó bá dé bí a máa lọ nípa ni.
Yeah.
Number two. Hello.
Baba, I did with you. I think I saw your message when you said that earlier. And I was like, oh, I will go check my list. Now I'm checking it out now. But continue, Baba. You continue.
Hello. On break go.
Can you hear me now? See?
Yeah, mo ti send àwọn video kan sí tẹ́ bá lè wò ẹ máa rí báwọn òyìnbó yẹn ṣe ń sọ fún wọn pé Orania yìí kò ń ṣe ilé yìí níbí o tẹ́ bá dé bí a máa nà yín pa ni o. Mo send ẹ̀ sí alákọ̀ọ́kọ́. Number two, ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì Tinubu ti báyé wa jẹ́ o tá a bá ti fẹ́ bá wọn argue báyìí ọ máa send ráìsì picture ráìsì sí wa ní gbà o tó bá ti yọwọ́ ráìsì yẹn kúrò kò sí kọ́ńtà tó lè fi wí ìdíwà o kò sí ráìsì nìkan ló fi wí ìdíwà báyìí.
Yorùbá ó dẹ̀ ń pariwo Yorùbá ronú ṣé kì í yẹn ń ṣe Yorùbá ponú.
òpònú yìí pọ̀ jù báyìí Maiyegun General ó pọ̀ jù òpònú yìí pọ̀ jù báyìí àti ṣinú àwọn oní adé ṣìwèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ ṣìwèrè láwọn Yorùbá yẹn wà ẹ má dá wọn lóhùn ẹ ṣìwèrè lọ́wọ́ o ọ ṣe Yorùbá gidi ọmọ lókè lọ́wọ́ o.
You see, that's what they are trying to force on us. Yeah. Our leaders. Abolori buku ni our leaders.
Maiyegun, ẹ jọ̀ọ́ má bínú, ó ní nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Chidinma yẹn, ṣé mọ̀ pé all winch on tiẹ̀ ni.
Mo mọ̀.
Because number one, ìlú yìí lèmi ń gbé o Silver Lake, ibi tèmi ń gbé yìí ló ń pè ní Silver Lake, àdúgbò òyìnbó ni bíbà yìí ni gbogbo àwọn olórí wọn ń gbé. Lè débi. Àwọn òyìnbó kan
to go and live there.
Yeah. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan wà nílé. Bọ̀bọ̀ kan mọ Sauti kan wà nílé mi bíbà yìí. Ọwọ́ tí mo kọ́ kó dé bíbà yìí bí last year. Ó ti ń kí mi, ó máa ń kí mi rà. Ọwọ́ tó gbọ́ ohun mi pé Nàìjíríà ní bíbà kọ̀ọ̀kan kí mi mọ́ ni. So ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ Chidinma yẹn, àwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ ìlú tí ọ̀ kì í ṣe xenophobic, ó ti ń ask question. Àwọn question tó jẹ́ yẹn ask kò tún pé ẹni tẹ́ni Chidinma GID, ìyá Chidinma GID ẹ̀ òun dá kò rí o. Ọmọ torí pé àní gọ́fíńmẹ̀ntì ni o. Wọn ò lè ṣe fáwọn ọmọ ìlú bòmí o, tó dáa ní gọ́fíńmẹ̀ntì ni o, tó dáa pàpà ní gọ́fíńmẹ̀ntì tó lè dúró ti Chidinma ni o. Nísìnyí, ẹ parọ́ pé Chidinma GID, ẹni tó GID ẹ̀dá.
I saw in English because it's kind of like what they are interested in, Baba. Sorry.
Okay. Let me try to.
If you have to do that, sir.
Hold on. Let me try to break it down. This today àwọn ọmọ mi tó wà nílé ẹ̀kọ́ ọmọ Sauti làwọn ọmọ mi fẹ́ jẹ́ kó feel back home.
So like that.
So you understand these people that are there are some part of South Africans that they are not xenophobic, they are not against any foreigner. So those people are beginning to ask questions like, where is the mother that you claim Chidinma mother stole the ID from? Where is the person?
Where is the person now?
Where are the person family? You can't tell us according to me now, when I give birth to my son, I didn't change. I haven't got married to my wife legally then. So my son's son name still belongs to my mother. His mother son name. I don't.
Yeah, like his mom's family name. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what you see. The son name for now.
Right.
Because so how can you claim Chidinma mother stole ID and she has Adeshino as son name? Where is that woman? Where is that woman's son name? Where is that woman?
Yeah, another Adeshino.
Is there another Adeshino that is
not Chidinma's mom?
That is not Chidinma's mom. So where are those people? Where are the family?
We know why they pushed all of that, Baba. Unfortunately, our own people that jumped into it because of their own bigotry and ignorance as well. They forgot like people like you live there, you have family there. Your children are going to return back home too. And they have to be acknowledged and recognized as what? Yoruba, Bibeko. But they don't think that way until they talk and they must be the Igbos, they must do this to them and do that to them. See?
Baba, I'm beginning to have mixed feelings now about my kids' future in this country, to be honest, Baba. I don't want to lie. Because now Yoruba people they are telling me now that my son cannot be anything in Lagos because he's half South African.
You see?
Now they are now telling me, and South African people are now telling me now that my son cannot be anything in South Africa.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what to think now again. Maybe I should just run to anything new. And me, I'm tired of traveling abroad now again.
They are not thinking of people like you when their bigotry hitting to them. Okay? To them is that we hate these people, right? And once we don't have anything to do with them, right? Definitely, all our people they don't matter anymore. And that's not true. And that's why we must all stand up and crush these rogues, Baba, and this ideology.
Let me quickly give you another example now. The South African government they brought out another statistic that there are 24,000 Nigerians in South Africans.
Yes.
And I can proudly tell you now that out of that 24,000, 20,000 are paying rent to South Africa. We don't have houses. You understand? We are paying rent. We are paying water bills. We are paying electricity bills. Paying all bills, paying everything. We pay school fees. We pay everything to survive in this country in a day. You need at least 400 rand, 300 rand if you have a family, which is about 20,000, 50,000 naira, 20,000 naira in a day. And we do all those things. Now, this is why their government cannot come out to say we should go. If their government have balls, I argue with someone online. Say if your government have balls, let them tell us to go. Automatically, like 20,000, automatically about 7,000 Nigerian, yeah, they have businesses, they have workers, South African workers. People will be jobless. Your landlord, my own landlord now, she won't have tenants. She will have to borrow money to pay the bond. So do you know how many people that will lose their house to the bank if we go?
They don't care. That's what bigotry does. Our own level is like we haven't gotten to xenophobic level. You know, I said something earlier, and you can confirm it. These guys are mostly in the minority. They are popular in the areas where they are mostly populated, right? But they are mostly marginalized.
Their previous election proved them wrong. Their previous election, they even this Operation Dudula member, they even contested election. They can't get 1% of the votes. They even matched together with another
Operation Dudula as well. One xenophobic vigilante group targeted at foreigners. Now, lie.
Let me now tell you the truth. They now match with another group which they are called Action SA. This one they are also like Operation Dudula. There's another one called Patriotic Alliance. Those ones, they say they don't want Nigeria. They will kill any Nigeria. They will do this thing. All three of them all together, they didn't get 1% of the votes. That shows you that majority of South Africans are not xenophobic. But these people, they are so loud. They are so, you understand? So when they are talking, people would think South Africans are, no, majority of South Africans, they didn't give them their votes. Nobody gave them their vote. So the vote they get is the vote of those people like them.
Yeah,
you understand?
Where they are like,
my own area here, Silver Lake, they are not on the ballot. They are not even. They were nowhere to be seen.
They don't
because
even on the ballot in your area, like Kilovefa.
At all. Which people? They can't come here now. The white people will tell them, "Hey, this is my business. If I see you here, I will come and invoke power.
Now I want. South Africa is like that of the people of the US. In fact, it is even more like a brutal in South Africa than US, right? In South Africa,
let me know.
Once a white business owner feels threatened by a
yes, self-defense. You might win.
Oh, they might win.
Win in the case. These people, this Operation Dudula member, they are so dangerous to the level where we say the white people don't need them around them. They always tell them to their faces like this that we don't want you here. Because most of the white people here, if you check their background, they are from UK, they are from Germany, they are from. But as long as you are white, nobody wants to check where you come from. But in this country, the problem what we have here is that majority of the people who are selling drugs here, they are Cameroonian, Tanzanian. But as long as Black South Africa cannot understand your language, automatically you are Nigerian.
I see. And when they say Nigerian, they don't even give a damn whether you are Yoruba or Igbo or anything.
They don't know what is Igbo. What really concerns them. Nigeria, I'm a Nigeria. I'm a Lagime Lori na Lupani.
I've seen the video. People were shocked. We wonder nothing on South Africa. Country where people the one go flex. Country where the nearest you can be to European life experience.
They argue online. I send the picture tire at the kerosene. But face to face, if you beat thief for this country, you will go jail.
Wow.
So the woman, this law they work for this country where we're going to be saying our location, our cousin, our cousin
where they have higher population. They will commit the crime first, and you don't want to be victim.
Yeah. Nice
one, eh? Thanks so much for this. I'm happy that somebody actually calls in from your area, Baba. Nice one, eh? Cheers.
Thank you.
Nice one. So you see that self-preservation. When people tell you about to preserve yourself, for example, and say, "Me, I want to preserve the Yoruba, the Yoruba heritage, the Yoruba." Everything Yoruba, okay, including by ensuring that the wealth of the land is equally shared among the residents of the land so that they can all together continue to preserve what is called the heritage of the people. But in this case, they are selling our heritage away and they're selling us hatred. in return. But we have nothing to gain back from it. Our people are still poor. Nothing special coming to our way. Right? Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Dear sister, how are you?
Hey, how are I'm good. I'm good.
Grant.
This is Bimbo, Texas.
Yes, ma'am. So, dear sister, Bimbo.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I just I think it's easier to get in the mornings than
I know it
later.
is. It can be. But sometimes it can also be a little bit like, dodgy too. But glad you are here.
And I say, my South African people, I don't understand the problem with the black race, honestly.
No idea.
Sometimes it gives me pause, like, who are we really? What is wrong with us? They don't really understand that the immigrants are their strength in that country. They need to learn from the blacks in America. We have bigots among them too, but majorly they support immigrants, and that's what makes
especially
them very
immigrants that
strong.
are adding value to the local community,
I know.
the local economy. They are valuable immigrants.
I'm telling you. So now they form a strong political base here in America where any party that does not, carry that base, you're not likely to win.
That's it.
So the immigrants in South Africa are your strength. If you destroy it, you will continue. The white people there will continue to just, continue to repress you. For you to actually really fight and win any battle, you need the support of people like you and other immigrants in your country. So I don't understand where this anger is
I was
coming
actually
from.
asking the other day, like, where and when exactly did the relationship between South Africans, or like I said, this minute South Africans got so bad against the rest of Africa? But you see that my first caller who said, in reality, is actually not the majority, even though these minorities are so loud and all of that. But I still question that, like, man, we were singing Mandela's song, Mandela Freedom Song in schools. They wrote songs for him. They wrote books. They wrote, we were all like bombarded with the happenings in South Africa. They were collecting donations on the street for the people of South Africa across Africa. Like, it was like an African project. So who raised these South Africans who will kill other Africans?
Yeah, they are in the minority actually, but the problem is where the majority allows the minority to be louder. So they're going to continue to do what they're doing. The majority are supposed to be the ones that shut them up. Like, you know what, you need to be quiet. But in the case where they don't do that, they're going to be the louder voice.
It's like
in that
like
country.
they are enabling it by saying,
yes,
by saying, you know what, we are not xenophobic, okay? But you see, whatever this person does to you, we are not responsible. But there's nothing we can do to stop him. I get it.
Yeah, that's why you see the extremists here. They've actually hijacked a political party.
Yeah, I was saying
in America,
them hijacking party and having access to power. It will put all of us in danger.
They've hijacked the Republican Party now to even the moderates among them cannot speak. And that's the problem that they have right now. It's going to be hard for them to correct it, but they allow this to happen. So that's the issue with South Africa. If you keep, driving away the immigrants, the other black people that are your, strengths, you'll be weaker and weaker.
It's happening
So
already anyway.
I don't see any progress there. And one other thing that I wanted to ask, actually, that the main thing that made me call is this summit.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't see the itinerary for it. What do you have? You should post that so that people will see, and I know you said the first day it's registration, then what? What's going to happen on the second day, and what's going to happen on the third day? You know?
I get you. Well, maybe I should outline it even better than the way it's been sort of put out there. But it was pretty much like the second day is just us, right, discussing the union's goals, purpose, and all that, debate the constitution and kind of ratify that, pass that, and then the third day, right, is called a dinner, which around the time, okay, would have finalized what is this all about, okay. But I get you. We'll kind of try and outline it even better, okay, before then.
Yeah. So and is there an option of people that want to join like virtually, because a lot of people may not be able to travel?
Yeah, there will be an option of that. So we'll make that public as well, like maybe a day or two before then. So where people can join virtually, yes. I'll put out.
Okay. All right. Anyway, that's all I have for now.
I'll put out more information, and I'm glad you asked anyway, okay? Because there are others who probably are. I'm pretty much curious.
Yeah, are interested, but they are like, okay, what are we going to be doing? You know, there's a, you know, yeah.
I'll work on that today with others. Okay, we'll put kind of more explanation out there, especially on the ticketing parts, right? So people can read more. Thank you so much, sister.
You're welcome.
Good one, okay.
You too.
Cheers, ma'am. So, there we. Okay, hang on. I just okay, I got it. I am going to possibly speak, with others to see if we need to highlight that more. I might do that this afternoon before I leave the studio. Okay. So I've had people who are asking as well that what is the summit all about? Let me break it down a little bit before I take this call. I have a caller on the line, right? So the Yoruba Union Summit is not like a party meet. The intention of the summit to start with is that, number one, we need a platform that we can say this is the Yoruba Union platform, like we have just done with our website, where we can identify who is who virtually. Then the summit itself is to see how many of this of ourselves we can bring together, where the idea of the union, okay, the aims and objective of the union can be easily kind of spoken to with everyone. You get what I mean? Where if you have any question about what you're about to be part of, you can ask that. If you have any suggestions, the room is there open. It's like putting together something beyond, beyond this virtual way, right? Now we know that this was put together in a very, in a very short period of time, and because of that, we do not really expect a lot of people, but we do expect those we believe are truly interested and they can make the journey. So that's the first part of what we believe as a commitment. Because normally the idea of the Yoruba Union is mainly volunteering into venturing into the lives of our people, be part of their everyday life. How can we do that? We will share that idea, okay? Not just with everyone virtually, but with a lot of people who are going to be around. So now, that will be the first day is the arrival, where everyone who is going to be attending, okay, will have the chance of kind of meeting ourselves, register our arrival. Just for a few hours, maybe 2 hours. The second day is considered to be a very busy day. It's mostly going to be about deliberations. All these ideas will be put on the table, okay? And you can ask all the questions you want to, because right there, we will decide what are the aims and objectives of the Yoruba Union. What is that? Who are our targets? What is the purpose? What do you need to do? How can you be part of it? And what do you need to do to keep being part of it? Okay, so all of that table. Then what are the laws guiding, or laws that will be guiding our activities, including those of you who are going to be standing up or represent us all over the place? Okay, so the idea initially of the Yoruba Union is to bring together as many as possible Yorubas and Yoruba descendants from all over the world. Now we are making use of the modern technology, which is that, if you hear about the union, you can read about it. You can, if you want to know more of how you can be part of the union, then you have a community where you meet others. So we believe that this technique can bring together a lot of, best brains of the Yoruba land, can bring them together. People can actually, as we envisage, actually formulate, what we call the final workbook for how Yoruba land, that's the goal, Yoruba land will be out of this contraption. That is the end goal. But we believe that if Yorubas are going to leave this contraption, it must come from the heart of the Yorubas themselves. Okay, I'm talking about our people who are currently facing this contraption as it is, ignorant, are divided, and then traumatized. So there is an intervening force that is needed, an intervening force in their lives, physically, right? The one that is going to actually hold our hands and say, if they ask you, why do we need to have a Yoruba nation? Then you have more than the half of the population answer you in unison why and why they want it. So we need to rally that number. Yoruba Union is going to be that force that's going to rally that number together. We're already test running it. So the goal is to bring all Yorubas together, as many as possible. The ones that have been so imprisoned by this criminal political class in Yoruba land in particular, holding us down for Nigeria to do all of this to our people, right? So once we're able to kind of, you get what I mean? Like take charge that way. So how do we do that? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to teach you. What do I need to do? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to tell you. How do I go about it? That is what the Yoruba Union is going to be for. So how many of us can we actually bring together, verified, and then use as a force of change to what it is now, to what we want it to be? So how do you find those people? It is from a platform that allows them to come together, and that's what the union is. So day 2 of our union, we will be discussing our constitution, the constitution of the Yoruba Union, the ones that will guide us on everything we're going to be doing, everything. So now, once that is approved, and then a leadership of the union is identified and as well as approved, right? On this day 2. Day 3 is going to be, what we call the coming together of the success of the yesterday. And this time is going to be called the grand finale, the dinner time, where, we've got other, other packaged programs for the day. Now here, initially we were thinking we'll be probably hosting a lot of people. Okay. But we then felt like, no, we won't be hosting a lot of people. But for those who are going to show face physically, right? That will be our first step into taking all of this, taking this away from the social media and all of that now and make it physical. So Yoruba Union is intending to cover at least 100 countries all over the world. So we've just started, and to make that happen, right, we will need us to kind of go beyond this screen, okay, and begin to kind of make it physical, not just physical, but ideally physical. So you need to be there, at least, to understand or be part of it, I would say. So the rest are, I have left this my caller for like about 5-10 minutes. Are you still there?
I'm there with you, Maiyegun. This is Adeboye from Edinburgh.
Adeboye. I love your patience. So see, I didn't forget you were there, but I just had to say all of that quickly. Okay. So thank you so much. But you are here now.
When you finish, you come back.
Yes, sir.
I'm here.
Please go ahead.
Are you through with your?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Now. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for the good work you have been doing. And Almighty God continue to strengthen you.
Thanks, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. It is unfortunate that we have leaders who do not take responsibility. There is a book I read some years ago, Good to Great by Jim Collins. It says, when things go wrong in the camp, that the leader take responsibility.
And that's
when things go good,
they don't take responsibility.
Yeah, they give credit.
Go on. Sorry.
When things go good, they give it to the team that are working alongside with them. They don't just think that it is me that is the leader. You know, for the speaker to come with a bill of such nature to restrict the right of Nigeria, show that he himself do not know the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Honestly.
For freedom of information and every other thing. Since things have been happening, we have seen a lot of evil. There are some states in Nigeria that they are part of it, they call ungovernable. The way things are going wrong in Nigeria, they do not come as a legislator to make rule that will make this peace to be recovered. People have been stealing. They do not make death penalty for the thief.
No.
Because they are the thieves that are stealing the Nigerian resources.
They have to protect
we'll be hearing that they be stealing fuel and the rest of them, the crude oil. They do not make law to stop that. They do not tell the people who want to know who is receiving this subsidy and the rest of them. A lot of things that are there, the criminal have taken over the Nigeria territory with different bandits and the rest of them. They did not stand up to actually fight for this.
No.
But when they did wrong, and the people say, what people are doing are wrong, it is there they want to bring a bill to stop Nigeria. Well, I don't want to say the bill will not pass, but they will be the first victim. Because all that they are saying, they are the who are even practicing it more. Because anything they bring, they will sign it to law. And if the speaker bringing that bill, they will sign it to law. Well, one thing about Nigeria, we are so patient in allow people to load on us. Later, we will now be running to church, running to mosque to go and pray for God to deliver us. At the onset, I think Nigerians should wake up. Whatever means they can use to stop these evil men. Well, the protest that just come,
because if they push you and push you to the point and you allowed it, right? You can't really blame the pusher. That's the point, right?
Yeah, the protest that just came to pass, you've seen why you see that it is not effective as it's expected, that there's already a division, religious line, ethnic line, and so many lines. That is why you see that the protest did not succeed as supposed to be. But if they are leaders that think inward, they should be able, by now, they should be able to call themselves and say, what are we doing wrong? And what are we doing right that we're supposed to improve? Or what are we doing wrong that we're supposed to stop doing? For those one is not their priority, rather than to make law. Let's see how far they will go. Secondly, another issue I want to talk about is some years ago, when Hillary Clinton, the former US Secretary, he said one of the challenges of Africa is that they have a weak institutions. Because he said,
I think it was great men, weak institutions instead of great institutions. I'm sorry, powerful institutions and then weak men. No, they have weak institutions.
Yeah. I've forgotten when you make this comment that if this is not corrected, Africa will continue to roll like a baba's chair, rolling without moving to anywhere. He made that comment, I still remember. The other issue I want to speak is the Council of State that made up of the former head of state and the president that came to visit Kolu in the State House, that they are endorsing for vote of confidence. You see that all those leaders, they are failure in their own term too. Understand? It takes a failure to endorse a failure.
That's right.
Because, okay, look at Abdul Salam. Every 4 years, he will go and bring an agreement, a peace accord. Even when the peace is breached, even when the peace is breached, those who breach the peace, nothing will be done to them. And then another 4 years again, he will come again with another bill. It has become like a routine for him. So,
with Kuka is his colleague in the trade.
Yeah. Coming to endorse, for them coming to endorse in this issue that everybody is seeing, showing that these people, they have not really learned, and they don't have idea because it is said that it is idea that rule the world.
That's right.
They don't have ideas and they don't know what to do, and they don't allow people who know what to do to come to power.
Come in and do, yeah.
Well, like Oshomole issue that is, sometimes when some people say something, you'll be wondering that this thing that this learned man said, understand, if it is said by somebody who don't know the letter of the word, you will not be angry with them. Somebody who has been a governor for 8 years, a labor leader, who is now a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is still pushing for discrimination.
You get?
Understand?
And they will be the one pushing all these narratives, okay? Then turn around and begin to say, we all need to come together as a people. I'm like, why are you all like this, man? Eh?
I don't understand. Okay, like me now, I'm married from Edo State.
See?
And I'm from Kogi State. Now say that my son cannot be a governor of Kogi State.
It can be.
That's stupid by thinking.
And now they will begin to say, oh, in Mama na Edo. If you can't go Edo and say, okay, I'm from Benin, I'm from Edo State, because my mama is said, they say, no, your papa is from Kogi, go back to Kogi. What kind of, do people who actually push this narrative ever thinks that way? About the Surulere local government chairman, his wife is an Igbo, the woman that gave birth to all his children. Surulere local government, right? See, during the election, he said it boldly that if it comes to them killing the Igbos, he will kill that his wife first. And the woman smiled. Because to her, it's like, oh, he won't kill me. He's just saying that this was how this guy kind of confessed the level of hatred they profiled. I mean, they kind of shared, right? All because of 2023 election. Surulere local government chairman. Adeza.
What Oshomole is saying, if in a country like ours, they could ask him to step down. They ask him to step down. Because he will not even try it. Because he knows that statement he made.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. No, sometimes ago you speak about somebody was telling you about something deputy something in UK here. That was pushing for this
deputy mayor, deputy mayor of Leeds, I think it was Leeds or something. Yeah.
Why will people who have seen light still appreciating darkness?
Now he went to the Nigerian house to go and attack the people who are protesting and bad governance stuff. He went there and he's deputy mayor or something here, like for real.
Because when you see everything that's happening in Nigeria, it's opposite to what we are seeing here. 24 hours light, 24 hours gas, 24 hours light, road is okay, transportation, everything's okay. But when you go back there, all this they are at 0 point. And somebody here who have run down to this place will be appreciating what is going on in Africa. I think that place need I don't know the adjective to describe them. Sometimes I wonder which kind of human being.
Now witchcraft.
So my brother. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You have a good one. No, I've taken a lot of your time this afternoon, I would say. But yeah, thanks so much for your patience, right? Adeza. That's Adeza from Edinburgh. You call on, what did they do them? People who have lived abroad. Those of us who are living here now, okay? We are not living in heaven or anything like that. It's just like you have a system that works, okay? Now, because you have a system that works, and then you look around, you be like, but all these systems that are it's working, like it's not like magic. It's just people being responsible. You know, being responsible to their own people. Why can't you have that there? Why? Why? This should be the question, but no. They're already there. They say Nigeria, Africa is not built in a day. Leave them. Leave them. Why don't you go back? Meanwhile, everybody that wants to go back is being promised to be jailed. For asking them to fix the place, right?
Yeah, but this one is
hello. Sorry. Can you hear me? I think that's you now. You might need to mute the broadcast so we can talk.
Michael.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Michael, how you doing?
About day here. Ahmed, is
on
that you?
Phone, on phone, your voice like saying, "No, you go and they talk with." But for television, now Nah, Yoruba man, why they talk of Modogbolu?
Yes, so anyway, is as long as it sound understandable. How your side, Baba?
I gallant. You know, now maybe the person where they call from HK, from Hong Kong, Smart Temple. I don't hide myself again.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Baba. So we have you back today. Because now all of us they go jail. You know, yeah. So that if I see you for booking, you go call me or say, am I going to maybe are they here or will they go the same prison with these guys?
Okay, chef, that one dream where they dream. The only dream when me had the dream that to see Akpabiole. Make they live wicked for me. Yeah. May they just live wicked for me. They live there and you know, but I don't even have anything to say tonight. But I was very surprised using my friend's phone, calling you and everything. Please, somebody like Princess, somebody like Charm, somebody like hey, I don't even need to call Ahmed because Ahmed is highly protected already. Somebody like Free man. May they protect themselves. You understand? You understand? Because what I'm seeing, these guys, they are not smiling. They are not smiling in Nigeria. To be honest with you, they're not smiling. These guys are devil and evil. Especially these are pastors, these are Adeboye them and whatever. I don't want to be mentioning it. Anyway, even if I mention it, that will not concern me. But I'm just telling you,
Maiyegun. Go on.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
They finished Nigeria to the extent that Nigeria, if not somebody like you, imagine. All of us, they vex. We want to come back to Nigeria, want to be, want to go, if it's called Nigeria, they had me. The name Nigeria and religion. Those two names, Nigeria and religion, anybody really hear my voice, I don't even want to know whatever. I did Maiyegun political. Please, Maiyegun, your platform now like for adults, for people who understand things.
We're supposed to understand.
You understand?
You. People wait they deal with real life
sisters, my elder, whatever. I don't want to bring things about my family here, but to be honest with you, now me and you follow from preaching. Nobody don't die for my family, but for the past 3 years, Nigeria happened to me or happened to our family where we say like 5 people don't fall. Yeah, you understand. Today, from mortuary as I'm talking to you, let me not go far. Make I cut here. Make I speak like Awede. You get how in the talk, in the finishing talk. He say, let me just stop it. Let me just stop it here. I've been thinking Nigeria no go happen to me. Nigeria, they happen to me. And anybody that is listening to me, please, if you're sending money to Nigeria, be careful. You send money, they will use it and do a ring. They will use it to do ICU. When you know they will, please know what you're sending money for. Nigerians, they have so much. Can you hear me?
I deal with you, all of us.
I go to hear myself for speaker. You know, say I deal with my guys. If I they watch you live, I they deal with my guys. All of us in my room, you know. Anyway, I'm in my house. Anyway, I'm done. Maiyegun, Maiyegun. After Nande Carlo, you're number one.
I hope it will make some people vex that way.
After Nande Carlo. After
I will say now your word.
Nande Carlo.
I will say now your word.
But why did no one release that man now? Why did no one come out my mouth from there now?
Because he no agree drop he no agree drop say he no go ask for Biafra again. Here you get. They don't tell and say he must assure them say he no go talk about Biafra again. And the guy don't want to hear that thing. Here you get. So now
My God, I don't call it. This is the last. This is the third. This is the third time I'm calling you. I called you on the 12th February 2013. Wow. I called you 2000 and no, not 13. I mean 23. Sorry. Yeah, 23. You know, said. Then I called you last this year. Then also now what they call you, I want to tell you something.
Tell me.
There will be nothing like Nigeria in the next 2 years. First of all, Nigeria is a scam. The name Nigeria, as President Man, as Ahmed, as Princess, as Ahmed, as everybody, Nigeria is a scam. The name Nigeria.
Mazi.
Now I won't bring up myself. Even now, so if you get everything, I go write you for WhatsApp. I know you always have so many things. I'm talking too much, man. Maiyegun, take care. I will write you.
You know,
when I write you, I have so many secrets that I wanted to reveal, but if I come to say, see your not Facebook, what's it called? Not YouTube. Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah.
Almost 100,000 followers. I say for me to say something like this, if Maiyegun just post me, I'm just doing it.
You do well.
We go do them. We go catch them. We can make una leave weekend for me and Akpabiole.
I hope everybody
make una leave them for me. I go hold them for next.
Thank you so much, Mazi. Enjoy the rest of the evening because I know it's probably like midnight now in Hong Kong. Okay, have a good one, Baba.
I'm telling you because.
So that's that's a brother from Hong Kong, and yes, you can call me to possibly do your own rant or ranting too. And don't ever feel like you're talking too much because that's what we do here. That is why I have more than 6,000 or 7,000 videos on Facebook and YouTube. You know that it's because I talk so, and it's never too much. I get. Here is a caller. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello there. I feel the sorrow, sir.
It's cool. You are alive. Eh?
Báwo ló tún lọ bàbá?
Ọmọ Balógun Òjò pàṣẹ ọmọ Àtìbà.
Bàbá ọkùnrin mẹ́ta ló ń ké sí. Ọkùnrin mẹ́ta àtààbọ̀ tó lọ àbọ̀ orí ẹ̀.
Àbọ̀ orí ẹ̀ òun ni ọ̀pẹ ẹni
Maiyegun, I want to commend you again as usual. Baba, you always open our eyes. You tell us a lot of things. Everybody will read. Táwọn èèyàn ò rí tán bí lè pé bóyá tábà pè wọ́n Nàìjíríà wọ́n máa ní gbogbo ìtẹ́ ń sọ ìyàwó ò gbọ́ anything. Maiyegun, I want to tell you something. A lot of things you are coming out with. Àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé ó ń lọ Nàìjíríà wà láì tàláì, make I no lie you. Then I want to go on to Mr. Grandiose. Mr. Grandiose, this is 2024 we are in. Nobody all over the world cared about you, your bigotry with the Igbos. You understand? When you have a problem with the Igbos, you need to go to their land and go and tell them that I have a problem with you guys, and this is me. You need to come. We need to stop it out because we say so. Yes, let's stop it out once and for all. Nobody says stop using us. Stop using us. It is so annoying, Baba. It was so annoying because I was listening to everything he was saying when you were playing his video. Man, you need say I want to play video. Someone record that. You not play your video. And you need to, and listen to what you got to say because I want to try as much as possible to reduce my anger when I come onto your program. Most of the time, people wind me up, and by the time I go on, I just go off on one. You understand? But I think it is time for people to start realizing why people are angry. Can you imagine listening to him as a Yoruba man, a true Yoruba man? If you're a true Yoruba man, listen to that Yinka Grandiose, you can. Baba, munu bi mi de bi pe inu de bes ni run mi. Ibi ti nu je. Do you understand? Because people like us, we went to school, we went to Baba, because from Eleni, nígbà tí mi wà school, only believe pé gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ mi, either you are from Bayelsa, you are from Imo, you are from Owerri, you are from Adamawa, you are from no Adamawa, Anambra. Do you understand? I have Kenneth, I have Emeka, I have Michael.
Grew up that way.
Tell me money, Baba. Me Yorubas, hear me now. All the Yorubas in the world, hear me now. Tell me money. Most of the Yoruba people, just all of us, not all of us. We should go out there and some Ojoro and some Let me explain to people what Ojoro Lari means. It means people who envy others because they are wealthy. You do not envy others because they are wealthy. And they are looking after their own. Since I said this to my brother lives in Nigeria, I said something to my brother, I said, most Yorubas are jealous of the Igbos because since the war, they innovate, they change their reasoning.
Maybe they expected them to be begging on this. They should be the one begging on our streets now.
Yes, but they don't, because what they did an apprenticeship innovation for their own people. They will go to their own village. They will go and get a very young boy by like the age of 10 or 11. They will train that boy into trading, and that boy will serve them for at least 6 years. And once that boy finishes serving them, they establish you with your own shop, give you money. Yoruba don't do that. You caution, somebody to free.
And they will even tell you that you have to probably leave the town. Your Gamejo They
did the same. Well, my uncle did the same to my uncle. My uncle as in Egbon Foximi, Olo Koshe Londa, Aburo Grandma mi. In fact, here uncle me to carry Shetoko, there was problem. The Caliper grandfather me, Jay Okoto was very strong. My uncle would not be alive now, he would have killed him off. Because he was this are Yoruba, we are talking about Yoruba to Yoruba. Family, do you understand? Uncle me, that's uncle me best research you grandmother me no. Obviously will be Yoruba speak ourselves now. So going back to the Igbo, I'm going to say this. The Igbos are the most resilient, the most easygoing people in Nigeria. Because by now, where
it's coming from.
I don't know. It's jealousy.
Knowing this, I have to hate people.
I agree. It is jealousy. Even friends that I've known for a long time. The election of 2023 one pass or the most of his own bigoted behavior started coming out of the things that he was saying. Àwọn Igbo tó bá lọ sí area kan tó bá ń gba ṣọ́ọ̀bù ń bẹ̀ ní 25,000. Àwọn Igbo máa lọ sọ bọ́lá lọ pé àwọn farmer wọ̀dí àwọn fún 50,000. Who does that? Sọ fún mi bàbá. Who go and tell a landlord and say, you are charging people 20,000, I will pay you 50,000. Who is going to do that? Is that not a blatant lie? That is a blatant lie. And say you want to
as well. It's
a blatant lie. These are things made up by us.
Hang on for a second. Sorry, hang on. Yeah. I have heard this and myself, but I actually never really read any meaning to it, right? They will say that if they are renting a house, for example, if a landlord is giving out a house for 6 months, for let's say at this certain price, an Igbo person will just come and ready to pay 5 years. That they are the ones who spoiled landlord and make things expensive.
So I
never thought it's something that some people actually really hold so strong against them. It's not true. Sure, you know that it is not true.
It's not true. Me, I know it's not true. This are made up lies.
Saying that Igbos will come and say, it's to show that they have money. If you say you want to give your house for 1,000 naira, Igbo will say, I will give you 2,000. And it's not true.
Let me also give you another example. Let me give you another perspective from that thing that you said. Kilo common, see any Igbo ban of 5 years rent, to buy no way. What's it got to do with you? Because
and so what who don't have that money.
And so, Baba, my God, and so what see Louis, so for what invest, so for what she business, what to project her. She 5 years no matter, I'll be 10 years no matter, why wouldn't he pay it? So by some way, she inflation might affect it. See inflation, but they won't affect him because he already paid ahead. Stop the jealousy of these egos. I feel Balogun coming. I feel Balogun coming. Stop the jealousies. Leave them alone. They are entrepreneurs.
So foolish and stupid now. It's not no longer even like fashionable anymore.
Baba, you sound so ignorant with most of the things they are coming out with. I want to try and not shout and abuse anybody. I want to speak as clear as possible. Stop being ignorant. Stop being jealous. Stop getting jealous of these people. They have money, let them have it. They work for it. They work hard for it. Everybody have pushed them into the corner. They are irrelevant. They have not been in government.
Look like
and they are
we are not hardworking. We don't have our businesses. We don't have our orders for economy. We do. But this Berus, to complain about the people's success.
I'm happy you mentioned this. You know, when we are watching your program,
yes, sir,
we will be thinking a lot of things. One, we will not have a chance to call in. And two, when we call in, we get so excited and we forget a lot of things. I am happy you mentioned that agree. I hope you are all happy with yourselves. Because all of you that have sent all your kids abroad to go and learn this or that and get them to get qualifications, when they go back to Nigeria, they will not have the opportunity to become anything. Because all the Agberos, we have the upper hand. Agberos, we employ them. They will be employed by Agberos. If you all think your age is not correct, yeah, because that's what's trending now. That's what I'm telling you now, Baba. The MCs, the Luomos, all these Agberos, they employ what's it called? Graduates now. Yes, to do all the admin work for them because a lot of them cannot read or write.
That's right.
Do you understand? Most of them cannot read or write. The future you are all building, all of you that are doing Yoruba is us Yoruba Stone. I hope you are happy with yourselves. Southwest has been completely ruined. Our education is completely ruined. Our health facilities are completely ruined. Everything is completely ruined now. It's either you are rich or you are poor. Even the poor now, they cannot even eat. You count them. The people are coped to their extent whereby they cannot even express their feelings and say they are hungry. If they say they are hungry, you will start killing them and start attacking them with your own blood. Do you understand? How people are saying they are
attacking journalists on camera.
Yes.
That's your
journalists. The journalists that we go and report the impunity that is happening to you as an Agberu. You are killing them now. Emma, let them continue. Let them continue because APC now, they've captured the states now. They've captured everybody. You cannot do anything.
Nobody keeps it forever.
They can't. But look at all these laws they are trying to put in place now. Look at all these laws they are putting in place now. So you are telling me now that a pastor that is taking money from his congregation, the poor congregation that cannot go to the schools that they've used to build with that money, you cannot talk about it because if you see anything about it, it's 30 years in jail.
You go to jail.
Older than Nigeria.
Real,
Hold on, Baba. Thank you very much. I will hold the rest now until the next time. I'm very lucky to call in and give you my opinion.
Thank you so
Thank you very much.
She will hear you. Thanks a lot, Baba. You take it easy, okay? So that is one. Talking about people who actually commit, whose jealousy is deadly. I have this video for you. Because he mentioned it. Now I am going to Afisco mention this. This man killed the children of his own brother because he killed them cut off their body parts because he wanted to be rich, because his brother is successful than him. Somebody should help me in the comment section, okay? Help me do some English subtitle in the comment by helping to tell everyone what this guy is saying. This happened just yesterday.
Kí ló porúkọ àwọn méjì yẹn? Testi ni àkọ́kọ́ àbí? Testimony. Ìyẹn ni 9. Testimony 9 àbí? Èkejì ńkọ́?
No, promise ni 9.
Promise ni àkọ́bí, ìyẹn ni 9. Testimony, ìyẹn ni èkejì, ìyẹn lọmọ ọdún méje. Àwọn méjì sì ló pa. Oní bàbá wọn ò ṣẹ̀. Ìyá wọn náà ò ṣẹ̀.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀ ṣẹ̀ ni o.
Ṣé o fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan ni?
Mi ò bí wọ́n ṣe nǹkan.
Àbò ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ torí nǹkan ọmọkùnrin wọn tó fa ń kọ́ wọn ló gé òkú wọn méjèèjì mo ló kó o sí.
Ọ́fíìsà mi ò lè parọ́ fún yín. Mo fágbó kí ọ lè tètè kú ni mo ò kú lọ.
Òkè ṣé okó wọn èlò oró kọ́kọ́ fa?
Ó fà ń sin oníbíàjà lọ lójú.
Ó dé olú kọ́ lè tètè kú ni.
Ìjà lọ ló máa jẹ́ ń bẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀ ìṣúrú.
Ṣé o fa okó wọn kúrò?
Nǹkan tó yẹ pé mo kàn gbé okó yẹn ìgbà tí ẹni àti ọ́fíìsà débẹ̀ lánàá mo fi àdàgbẹ́ bẹ̀ bóyá mo máa rí mi ò lórúkọ Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ̀rí okó méjèèjì.
Mi ò ṣògùn owó mi ò ní babaláwo kankan.
But àwọn mélòó ni àbúrò àwọn mélòó ló bí? Báwọn méjì náà ni?
Ọmọ méjì náà ni.
Àwọn méjì ló ti pa yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀.
Kò dẹ̀ sí kankan tí àbúrò yẹn ṣe fún ẹ.
Kò ṣe kankan fún mi.
School ọmọ yẹn lọ school àbí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó lọ sí school.
Wọ́n lọ sí school. Ok, iná wọ́n wà náà lè dé báyìí. N tó fi ráàyè láti lọ kó wọn nìyẹn.
Ẹni ṣe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ó ní pé ó sọ nǹkan lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé ó fa okó wọn kán lè tètè kú ni. Ṣé okó ló kọ́kọ́ fà ni àbí ìgbà tó ṣá wọn pa tán ló tó wá yọ okó?
Ìgbà tá àdá ń bá wọn. Òun ni àdá ń gé okó ní pé mo
jẹ́ méjì mọ́lẹ̀ ní àdúgbò.
Mo ń padà ṣá wọn ní ìwọ̀n ìpé bóyá mo ń sọ.
Ìgbà tó ń ṣá wọn yẹn ṣá àwọn yẹn ò ké nù kí wọ́n pariwo.
Ọdún yẹn pé inú igbó níbẹ̀.
Wọ́n ké.
Wọ́n pariwo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ìgbà tí mo ti padà ṣáàkì ní mo fẹ́ ṣe dáa tí màá fi ṣáà bẹ́ẹ̀ mẹ́ta wọn ò kẹ́ mọ́ ìṣú ní.
Ìgbà tó wá ṣá wọn ní ẹ̀kíní lẹ́ẹ̀kejì lẹ́ẹ̀kẹta wọn ò ké mọ́. Ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ńlá tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú Abẹ́òkúta níbi tí arákùnrin kan tó kọ rẹ̀ ń jẹ́ Táíwò kí ló pé kọ ẹ̀? Táíwò Àgbájé tó lọ kó àwọn ọmọ àbúrò ẹ̀ ní ilé tó kó wọn lọ sínú igbó kan ní ọ̀nà Misuse ní ìlú Abẹ́òkúta ń bí tí ó sì mú àwọn èyí tó ṣá wọn yánnayànna títí tí ẹ̀mí fi bọ́ lára wọn tó sì tún mú nǹkan ọmọkùnrin wọn méjèèjì tó sì tún yọ tó gé tọ ó pòun rì mọ́lẹ̀ ni o ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo ìgbìyànjú láti recover láti wá nǹkan ọmọkùnrin àwọn méjèèjì a ò rí ó ń pé bóyá nǹkan ló jẹ́ bóyá kìíní kan ló jẹ́ bóyá tí àwọn agbófinró bá túbọ̀ mú un dáadáa yóò jẹ́wọ́ ibi tó kó nǹkan ọmọkùnrin àwọn ọmọ méjèèjì ibi tó kó sí torí náà ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ ó ń pé òun gé okó wọn méjèèjì tó kán lè tètè kú ni ó sì tún sọ pé òun ti ṣá wọn pa tẹ́lẹ̀ rẹ́dì ìgbà tó ń ṣá wọn gan àwọn méjì ń ké ṣùgbọ́n ìgbà tí àdá bà wọn dáadáa tó ń kú wọn wẹ́lẹ́wẹ́lẹ́ wọn ò lè ké mọ́ kí ló fẹ́ kí ìjọba ṣe fún àtúgbò ọmọ Nàìjíríà kí nìkan tó fẹ́ lọ́tọ̀ ọmọ Nàìjíríà.
Ṣé tábìlì bá ti sọ púpọ̀ ṣe fún mi.
Àbúrò ẹ̀kọ́ kí ló fẹ́ látọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba.
Látọ̀dọ̀ ìjọba yẹn.
Kí ló fẹ́.
Mi lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ní ìjọba. Mi lè sọ pé nǹkan báyìí ní ìjọba ṣe fún mi ohun tí fámìlì ń bá ti ní fún ìjọba ṣe.
Kí lorúkọ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí? Kí lorúkọ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kan sí?
Táíwò Àgbájé.
Táíwò Àgbájé kí lorúkọ ọmọ ẹ?
Dárasími.
Dárasími ọmọdé lò?
Ọmọ ọdún 8 ni.
Èkejì ńkọ́?
Démiládé ọmọ ọdún 5 náà ni.
Èwo làgbà kí lorúkọ àgbà nú wọn?
Dámiláre.
Dámiláre yẹn ọmọdé mélòó?
12.
Ọmọ ọdún 12. Kí ló porúkọ àmọ́?
So that happened in Abeokuta, Ogun State, where that guy hacked 2 of his nephews to death his brothers had children. He hacked them to death, took them to the bush or to the forest, and hacked them to death. So they said their genitals were missing. He cut off their genitals, their penises, right? He cut that off. And I got no. I think I have a color. So cut them off. The impression was that he was using the body part for money ritual. But he denied that. He said no, that it's not money ritual, that it was devil. But you have your own kids, you have your own children. He has 2 children. His brother had 2 children. He killed the 2 children for money. But I think it's mental health, so to say. If they kind of check him, right? I know a lot of you will be like, oh, Benny mental health, na money ritual. They're supposed to don't kill him. Yeah, they will take him for mental evaluation before you can decide. But I can say is there are people like that, mentally deranged. They told them they need to kill somebody. They need to bring head in order to make money. We grew up there. We believe money ritual, this money ritual, that. But that's mental health problem. Some will say it's greed. I will insist it is mental health. We just don't know how many people are suffering this right now. They are still appearing that they are okay. They are not. Here is a caller. Hello.
Hey, Maiyegun Kassim.
Hello, sir. Ekason.
Jonathan.
Hello. How your side, Baba?
Family. My friend is good. The family. What's the family?
We thank God. Baba. Thank you.
This is how Papa Flemio killing his own 2 brothers' children. Just for what?
For money. For money.
Yeah, to what them.
There are those who are ready to cut your hair and go and give it to somebody. If they know that Ori is Oriowo, they can cut your hair. You are lucky if they cut your hair for money ritual and not your head. And yet they have money ritual in Nigeria. Nigeria is in debt. Can't they just use money ritual to pay Nigeria's debt?
Because the one politician could go in one could not. And politician come and get one come and get one like that.
God damn it, man.
This is serious.
It is.
Then I want to talk about the last caller about this Igbo. Some, not all of them, some still do it that because I also experienced it when I was in Lebanon, Beirut. We were to get the place, and all of us went there to go and negotiate with the Lebanese who owns the flat, the house. And the man agreed that, okay, this is how much he wants to collect. We said, okay, because I was one who was leading the entourage to rent the place, And all of us went back to where we were staying because we want to change the place. But unfortunately, the Igbo guy among us went back to renegotiate to pay more. I'm not saying all of them. This always people will tell you it always happen like this. Not all Igbos do that. Okay. I've experienced it more than 2-3 times. Even here in Amsterdam that I have, we could experience things. We have had a lot of things like that too. So luckily for us, the man who owns the house knew me personally, and he told him that okay, he has had. And the man called me back, and said, "Did this guy follow you when you came to negotiate?" I said, "Yes, he came. What happened?" He said he came to negotiate and he's ready to pay more for the place.
Why is he going back to negotiate? 2 of you went to negotiate the place.
I was so shocked. And this is somebody that
let me get it straight so that we won't tangle it, okay? So you wanted to change an address, like you wanted to rent a place, right?
Yeah, we wanted to rent a place. Just to change where all of us were living.
Right. So what I'm trying to say now is that you are all together to go and kind of get a place,
we're all
right?
together, exactly.
So does that mean that you run the same business together or something?
Exactly. We're all working the same supermarket.
Why does he want it for himself after you've all agreed to take the place? Is it like
that is what we don't really understand. But thank God the owner of the place now called me back and explained everything to me. I said, what? So for me, because I'm somebody that when I have something like that, I don't keep it to myself,
Right.
I have to all of us call ourselves back, Now we're now asking, why did you do it? Because that's the first time I will experience that, I said, why did you do it? My friends always say the Igbos are this, and me, I will always say, no, Igbos are not like that because I went to school with them, primary, secondary school, up to institution. I said, no, the Igbos are not like that. Maybe there are some who normally do it, but not all of them. So my friends who are Yoruba like me were saying, all these Igbos are like, no, I always bring peace, So later the guy was ashamed of himself and he later apologized, Then I asked him, why are you doing it? Why? What was the reason? He could not explain. He could not give.
How could you not explain? Reason. Because even this is not clear too, Baba.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I am like, I'm gonna. You and I, we are together. Maybe we are doing the same business or something. I don't know. Like you are in business with them. That means you are his friend, right? So you
we all live like family. We work.
I just want to clear that. I want to be very clear because, you and I are together, which means we probably are running something together, and we decided that let us go and get a place.
Yeah.
So then he wanted to get it for himself. Did he just tell them that I will pay more, give it to me? Like he's no longer doing business with you.
That's what they told the landlord that he's going to pay more. So we have to take it for himself. Yeah, for himself, that he's going to pay more. So we have to take him back to the owner of the place to confront him, and he didn't deny. He didn't deny. He didn't deny. So later, when I first got back to where we were staying, we called him and said, why did you do it? Why? What is the reason? At least all of us are living like Nigerians. There's no separation, whether you are Igbo, whether you are Yoruba, whether you are, all of us were doing like family in the house. So why did you do it? You could not. I told other Yoruba guys, please, let us forget it. Let us start living as family as before, since he has already apologized. And since then, he now knew that what he did was not good, because when we say we are Nigerians, we don't need to say this one is Igbo, this one is Yoruba. Let us support ourselves. And now understand, some of them do it. I won't lie to you, some of them don't do it, but then you cannot categorize it that all Igbos are doing it, That's what I want just to clarify. If I don't experience it, if I don't experience it, I will not tell you that I've heard this. No.
I get you. I mean, it's pretty much like it is your experience, like
so
validate it, okay? But me, I'm just somebody who always asks questions like, how did that happen and all of that.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for sharing, though, right?
Yeah. So another one is this. Another thing I want to say is, it's about these laws that they are making. They make law that if you steal government money, you should be executed. But are they making that type of law?
No, they're not making laws to jail looters or punish criminals.
Why are they not making laws to that? Okay, if you steal money, you'll be executed as a government official. Why are they not making that law? Why are they not making laws?
No.
Why are they making laws that favor them? Because they know that criminals, people are accusing them. Look at what happened between Very Dark Man and this Jeremiah.
So those are the kind of people they want to protect too. So next time now, the guy will just say Very Dark Man made him uncomfortable, and it was like
how can you be lying to the people that you have a miracle water, you have a miracle deed that can heal, and the guy said, okay, let me go and test this. They said, let me go and he said, let me go and test this water and see whether it's true. He went to the people that are blind, that are deaf, to drink out of the water, to maybe if they get the healing, it will be a sort of glorify God, but nothing happens.
Because
nothing happens. So it's fake. What? Why can't they make law like that? Any prophet.
Just before we wrap it up, okay? My time is almost
any
gone now,
prophet.
okay?
Why can't they make law that any man of God who is using trick, who is using to scam the people, is going to be 20 years jail? You see that all these miracles stop.
No. They are protecting all the criminals. Yeah, criminals are protecting other criminals, whether not religious, whether not political, or even royal criminals. But let me take one more, okay? Thank you so much for calling in, by the way.
Good afternoon.
You have a good one, sir. So nice one. So, I just missed one caller there. I thought I could just take you as my last caller. Well, let's see if you have a chance. Sorry, 1 second. So I am rounding up in about 5 minutes. So if you happen to be my last caller on the line, you only just have about 2 or 2.5 minutes to add whatever you want to say. But this one goes to all of you who are still here with us to this moment. Please, if you haven't paid your own offering, which is like the broadcast, right? And share it or even subscribe to my channel, please do it now. Okay. And the replay from that of yesterday is going to pop up after this. Okay. Also, I think I've shared the link to the tickets to the summits for those who still probably yet to join or secure their own place. Also, to everybody who is attending the Yoruba Union Summit, you are likely going to receive an email before the end of this week so that you can tell us what we should be on a lookout for. For example, if you have any sort of a medical, medical conditions that we should be aware of so that in times of emergency, we can know what to do, okay? Those of us who are very kind of picky with your food, so you will likely be able to answer the questions of what kind of food do you not like? At least tell us what you don't like, and we can provide you what you like, okay? So that we are not giving you what would make your belly like disagree with yourselves, okay? So tell us. But like I said, I'm going to get the email sent across. We are discussing that already. So anything you think we should know about yourself, not like tell us, no. I mean like what we should know while you are going to be in Glasgow so that we can make sure that we provide you all of the necessary supports that we can kind of like provide. So hang on. Now, to those who want to join the Yoruba Union, especially if you are joining us from the homeland, Yoruba land, and then you are unable to sign up enough to verify your membership. Listen, once you finish signing up, okay, especially where it says choose your choice, your membership, I think you can skip that and still go ahead and register. Follow the email address. Sorry, follow the email that's going to be sent to you. Yeah, follow the link. Okay, complete your registration. We are working on making sure that our subscribers from 234, which is Nigeria, all right, they would have some grace for some time that you can still be members, but you do not have to kind of be a paying members yet. Thanks to everybody. I'm going to see you later this afternoon. Okay, maybe we'll continue this their law of gagging us. Thanks for your time. You can watch the replay from last night after this. Good afternoon.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Maiyegun Diary political. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀ súnra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.